job of firefighter is probably near the top of the list for most kids' dream jobs, but how hard is it actually to become one? I came up to the Charlie Lake Fire Department with my coworkers Eric Taschner and Kraig Krause to find out how we stack up. The course consists of carrying a coiled hose, setting up a ladder against the fire hall, carrying a charged fire hose from one side of the fire hall to the other, 3 ladder climbs, dragging a metal sled with a fire hose on it across concrete, using a sledgehammer to push a tire 10 inches, dragging a 185-pound dummy, 2 more ladder climbs, taking down the fire ladder and replacing it by the side of the building, and carrying 2 heavy buckets back and forth across the yard. All tasks have to be completed within 12 minutes in full firefighter gear. How tiring is it?
It's pretty physically demanding. It's a big endurance, 8 minutes to 12 minutes, whatever you can do it in. It's pretty physically demanding.
And so, like, what kind of physical shape do you have to be in?
I'd say you have to be in pretty good physical shape. Your legs are going to burn a lot because it's a lot of leg work. It's not so much upper body. So if you skip leg day at the gym, it's not good for you.
What would you say is the hardest part of the course?
Hardest part is definitely the dummy drag. It's near the end of the course and you're already under a bit of fatigue. Your heart's racing and you're breathing pretty heavy, so that's where you're going to have to exert your most amount of energy on that dummy drag. So definitely want to save something in the tank for that.
Kraig Krause was the first to try the course. He had a strong start, making good time on the first 4 obstacles, but lost a bit of time on the sled drag. He recovered on the dummy drag, and despite a few hiccups on the bucket carry, he finished with a strong 9 minutes and 51 seconds. Next up was Eric Taschner. He started with a moderate pace, making decent time over the first 4 obstacles. However, like Kraig, he had a tough time with the metal sled and was visibly fatigued. By the time he got to the dummy drag, he was too tired to continue. Finally, it was my turn. I started with a faster pace, trying to knock out the first few obstacles as quickly as possible. I made good time on the sled drag, but was definitely getting fatigued by the time I reached the tire obstacle. By the time I got to the dummy drag, I regretted my earlier fast pace, visibly slowing down. Almost completely exhausted, I pushed myself through the final 3 obstacles. I finished in a time of 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Dale, can you tell us who won today's media race?
Well, it was a pretty solid race between everybody, but I'm going to have to give it to you, Hugh. And here's your prize.
Oh, sweet. So does this mean I got the job?
Yeah.
All right, well, training was wrapped up today, but I will definitely tell you it's harder than it looks. Hugh Smith, CJDC-TV News, Charlie Lake.